Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay, and yeah, there's another Chill of Sonta. I love these guys, they're so cool. Oh, they just look awesome. Just amazing, I love these things. Yeah, this is Felkon up against the Tomb Kings, and in his description of this replay, he was explaining how he was expecting just a massive construct rush. And that is not what he got. So this is a very tense fight. This is not an army he was expecting to, need, but yeah, he made it work. It's really impressive how he manages to get a load of this stuff working when he got completely curveballed. It's absolutely wonderful. So here you can see Dread Spears in the front line. So, good melee defense. They're just very good. Stocky units. Silver Shields. Very, very nice. But in the back, Blackguard. 3 units of them. And this is a huge investment, in anti-large armor piercing. And if you're not fighting a load of anti-large armored stuff, then it can be tough. But they are very robust. They are very difficult to kill themselves with huge armor themselves, which definitely helps. He's also got some Cold One Knight, so again, anti-large armor piercing. And he's got another unit over here. And he does have Dark Riders repeater crossbows. These guys, just huge damage, huge missile damage generally. I mean, it does help to be shooting at armored targets, but they can do a lot of damage in any situation. So they are really good. Also here, this is quite fun. A Supreme Sorceress of Fire on a Manticore. So again, he admits she's better on a horse, really, but the Manticore's a lot more fun. So screw it, right? Gotta love a Manticore. And here you can see there's also the Chill of Sonta that we've discussed before. And the Chill of Sonta, really good with those breath attacks, can do a lot of damage to a lot of things like Tomb Guard or Tomb Guard with halberds. And the slowing aura that they've got is just super useful, to have the slows of the Chill of Sonta with the mass of the Cold One Knight that can block things in, and then Blackguard and Aggron get in and chew up whatever is there, It's great. Chill of Sonta, brilliant. Brilliant for keeping things pinned down, and of course, just such a brawler that it's not like you can just quickly kill the Chill of Sonta and be done with it. That's not really how it works. So, his opponent here, you can see plenty of Skeleton Horseman Archers, so 2 units there. He's also got a Tomb Scorpion, so that'll actually be really good against the Blackguard and Aggron, despite the fact they're anti-large and armor piercing. But the Tomb Scorpion just has such great animations that'll just jump through the unit a lot. He can do a lot of damage, and it's very difficult to pin him down and kill him. But Cold One Knights will mess him up. They will pin him down and kill him pretty well. Also, Nehekara Horsemen, Skeleton Spearmen, Nehekara Horsemen. Here, load of Nehekara Warriors and Tomb Guard and Nehekara Warriors in the back, Screaming Skull Catapult, which is pretty cool to see. It does have some good leadership debuffs when it hits people. So, some armor-piercing damage. It just generally doesn't do a lot of damage, but those leadership debuffs are definitely useful when you have a lot of light cav that can flank and get those nice surrounds and rear charges. Very useful indeed. Also, Arcan the Black. Obviously, Spirit Leech is going to be super useful here, because unless it's, a lord that's got something like Soul Stealer, yeah, you're not really going to be able to stand up to the constant damage, with your lords and heroes. So Arcan the Black is always useful here, and the Tomb Blade does mean he can keep bringing in more skeletons to the fight. Also, a second Tomb Scorpion over here with some more Skeleton Spearmen. Oh, and even more stuff. That's right, more Skeleton Horseman Archers and more Nehekara Horsemen. So, super mobile and light army that he's up against, the 2 heaviest things, the Tomb Scorpions. So here you can see these Skeleton Horseman Archers have been getting pretty pestered, but you can see the Tomb Scorpion has come in for the Supreme Sorceress of Fire, and she's suffered a bit of damage already. But plenty of fire coming in from the Dark Rise repeater crossbows, and the Cold One Knights are pushing this stuff away, so they can't risk charging the Dark Riders because they can't risk getting into combat with the Cold One Knights. See, the Tomb Scorpion is getting pinned in, a beautiful fireball coming in, doing some alright damage to Arcan there, and the Dread Spears are now pushing in. He is summoning some skeletons because he wants to get these Cold One Knights bogged down. You see, they are getting quite bogged down. But over here, the Chill of Sonta is dealing with this Tomb Scorpion, which is rather nice. And a load of units are starting to probe around the outside. And these units are going to be pretty annoying. They're going to be pretty annoying for the most part. And here you can see the Supreme Sorceress. She's received a Spirit Leech, so she's getting really hurt. And this is a hell of a gambit to charge in here. Because, yeah, Arcan's keeping pace. And the Nehekara... oh no, it's just the Skeleton Horseman Archers. I mean, they're enough to bog her down. She is almost broken. This is really crippling. But that is allowing the Cold One Knights to suddenly get a wrap around. And that is great. This could suddenly turn around. This could actually be the end of Arcan if he's able to come in here and get a good wrap. But Tomb Scorpion is charging in as well. And yeah, that looks like the end of the Skeleton Horseman Archers at least. So back here you can see the Nehekara Horsemen have been trying to come in, but the Blackguard are doing great to push them away, and yeah, the Nehekara Horsemen don't really want to just charge willy-nilly, because the Dark Riders could actually just charge in kind. I mean, it won't be great for them, but with the Blackguard so nearby, these 2 units get wiped out very fast. So they're in a pretty good situation. So now with them fleeing, they're just taking damage for no reason. A burning head came in here and helped lay waste to these skeleton spearmen, and it means that these Blackguard are going to get freed up and move on to a different target a lot quicker than expected. Over here, some Cold One Knights have managed to bog down Arcan, but here the Tomb Scorpion is managing to keep the Chill of Sontar busy, so the Chill of Sontar can't get in here and support and get rid of Arcan. And Arcan, one-on-one, he should be able to get rid of these Cold One Knights eventually. So, yep, it looks like he's managed to abscond, and the Nagkara Warriors are charging in. They don't have very good armor piercing, but you don't need very good armor piercing against the Chill of Sontar, so they will land some pretty good hits with their, what is it, 31, 32 melee attack against the 36 melee defense. They will get the odd hit in, so they will be able to do some work there, but mostly it's just freeing up Arcan, who sadly is still getting chased by the Cold One Knights. So that's pretty bad. Back here though, yeah, huge charges on the Dread Spears. Everything is getting surrounds in there, trying to wipe them out, but there's still plenty of very strong units in the trees. And way over here, these Blackguard are keeping all this stuff busy. You can see Ushabti have been summoned to try and bail them out. Supreme Sorceress is in here, so managing to bog her down is actually a very big deal with how little health she has left. So she really needs to get out of there. Over here, plenty more Archer Fire coming in. Arcan is nearly dead, as is the Supreme Sorceress. Burning Skull once again, just to try and get rid of some of these guys. And Supreme Sorceress does get out, and now the Ushabti are getting shot at by the repeater crossbows and hacked to death by Blackguard. Over on this side, though, the Chill of Sontar still pretty healthy. So that's kind of nice. But these Cold One Knights are getting pretty heavily wrapped up. The Blackguard should be able to deal with the Tomb Guard quite happily. And it looks like the Chill of Sontar wants to get a nice breath attack into these Tomb Guard. And that, wow, that really lagged things up there. Wow. But yeah, that did tremendous work. That's more than half the unit of Tomb Guard got just ruined there. So you can see all the cavalry are trying to charge in and get on top of what they can, namely the Dark Riders. But there are still some Dread Spears in here, more Dread Spears are coming in, and these Blackguard are free to start moving back as well. Still two very healthy units of Blackguard over here. And you can see Arcan is trying to push into the trees, because if he can get an extended range overcasted Spirit Leech, that Supreme Sorceress might have had it. So he really wants to just get that last one in, and there it is, there's the Spirit Leech. So Opal Amulet has been used to negate 22% of the damage, which is very clever. That might be enough to keep her in the fight. And really well timed. He clearly knew that was inevitable. And there you go, 190 health left. Wow, she would have been on about 50 health or something otherwise, so that's amazing. But there's still a lot of Tomb King stuff. You know, still the catapults. And, ooh, this is risky. Yep, so Arcan the Black getting a bit caught out here by the Dark Riders, but Nagkara Horsemen are able to charge in and get a nice rear charge into these Dark Riders, keeping them busy, and Arcan somehow is hanging on, 450 health. So low, so low. And Supreme Sorceress still just wandering off. She's going to get as far away as possible. Let the Chill of Sontar lead the way. And yeah, these guys still totally full health. It's crazy to see how much health these guys have got. They've barely taken a scratch. So Chill of Sontar now the victim of a lot of missile fire from all of the cavalry. I mean, you know, you do what you can, and with only 50 armor, it's going to do some work. And here, all of this infantry is getting completely overwhelmed by all the Tomb Guard and the cavalry charges. So with them being kind of on their own, it's pretty bad for them. And here, now the catapult is firing into the Blackguard. Some more skeletons have been summoned, try and boggle this stuff down and allow the Tomb Scorpion to get some extra damage into the Chill of Sontar. That really is that last threat. If you can get rid of the Chill of Sontar, then maybe you can deal with the Blackguard, but the slows the Chill of Sontar makes cycle charging very, very difficult. Makes it very difficult indeed. So Skeleton Horseman Archers now running out of ammunition. So a load of units are starting to run away. Including these Dark Riders repeater crossbows. They've almost had it as well, which is definitely bad for them. But there are some other units over here. But all of these guys are going to start charging them, and that's going to make things very difficult. It's going to be hard to keep these guys going. Very difficult indeed. But they've almost run out of ammunition, so that's something. That is something. And more Screaming Skull catapult fire coming in, but the Blackguard are holding. But they've taken some damage here. They've taken some pretty substantial damage here. And the Tomb Scorpion did manage to escape that fight, and is moving out for a bit. So these guys all wavering, but they're all still there, and that's something. But they're going to terrify him immediately. Yeah, they're broken straight away. And the Nagkara Horseman chasing them down. But it's all about this block. It's all about this strong pocket here. He's got the Chill of Sontar, and he's got the Blackguard. And the Chill of Sontar's leadership is very, very low right now. He is so close to breaking. And the Screaming Skull catapult with leadership debuffs. If one of those things hits him, that could be enough. But it looks like he is starting to get more confident. So, over here, oh, I missed it. I missed it. I mistimed that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that last Spirit Leech happened, but Arcan took a fireball. So, Yeah, that was almost a trade for a lord there. They both cast their spells at the same time. Fireball going one way, Spirit Leech dropping on top of it. It was pretty mad. So Arcan, 63 health left, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. That is not much at all. So yeah, pretty crazy. So a load of units starting to return, but way over here you can see the Dark Riders have been chased off, and this pocket is still just fighting away, but look how much damage the Blackguard have taken, and a lot of that is this Screaming Skull Catapult that nothing is able to shut down. 110 kills for a Screaming Skull Catapult is pretty ridiculous. It is not a killing machine. It rarely gets a lot of kills. It's usually for the leadership penalties, you know, but it's run out of ammunition now, so leadership should hold for these guys all of a sudden. So over here, another breath attack, and that basically wiped out those Nehekara warriors. Pretty much wiped them out in one hit. That's pretty impressive. So the Tomb Guard's still going. Nope, they've gone. And Skeleton Warriors are summoned, so they're not going to last long either. So, the Tomb Guard looking very worse for wear now, and the Chill of Sontar. And I think that's it. That's it. That's the whole Dark Elf force. That's all Felkon's got left. So his opponent is bringing everything back. And he's even pulling the Screaming Skull Catapult crew away, because he doesn't want that to just get caught out and killed until he gets everything. You know, all his ducks in a row, basically. He wants to get everything together and get a nice combined charge in every direction, because he has to start breaking this stuff very quickly. He cannot have a prolonged engagement with any of this, and Arcan can't really be in combat at all anymore, with only 63 health. I mean, 2 hits, I think? Yeah, 2 hits from Blackguard, or 1 hit from the Chill of Sontar is enough to end him, so he can't risk it. He just can't. So everyone poising, getting very tense. You can see bounce power is in favour of Felkon here. It is in his favour. Units start to push in. 1 more unit crumbles, but these two both pretty healthy, and some cycle charging. You can do some good work here, some nice leadership penalty. And you see here the Screaming Skull Catapult is leading the charge, because it's the crappiest unit in melee, so it might as well take the charge, right? Right? And boom. Oh, no, maybe not. No, maybe that was a bad idea. Yeah, just that one unit, the damage it took was enough to trigger army losses. I guess that's that then. Yeah, Pyrrhic victory. Amazing fight. Really good battle. That was awesome. Just really frenetic. It was kind of crazy. So much sort of fighting going on the trees, you know, cavalry trying to catch out cavalry, but Felkon just did not let his Dark Riders get caught out easily. He really kept his opponent on his toes, you know, used the trees to keep the Blackguard safe, and managed to block a lot of sort of means of entry, you know, into that sort of very mobile back line that he had with these Dark Riders. So that was pretty amazing. It distracted them for a long time, and it let the Chill of Sontar just put in some work. 181 kills there is absolutely wonderful, and it was pretty much a trade, a lord for a lord, so you can't really ask for more than that. Honestly, I think the Supreme Sorceress is a little bit cheaper than Arcan the Black. Maybe. Similar price, maybe. I think the Manticore makes them about the same price. But yeah, it was pretty great. You know, just a lord for a lord there. But she did get in some extra kills as well. You know, 28 kills. She managed to help char through some of the infantry, which is pretty damn useful. That was wonderful. But Screaming Skull Catapult, I have to say, I think is the MVP here. Because the Screaming Skull Catapult has no right to get a ton of kills. That's not its job. It's not that kind of artillery piece, usually. So it was pretty amazing. It managed to use all of its ammo up, and it managed to do some damage to some very, very expensive things. A lot of those kills were Blackguard, and that is pretty impressive. So, yeah, well played, Screaming Skull Catapult, and well played, Felkon. That was wonderful. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.